All right, let's talk about your workspace. We're going to dive into some of the hidden science behind it. You know, those ancient design principles, the ones people sometimes write off as just superstition. Well, it turns out modern science is actually proving they have a real, measurable impact on your focus and even your success. So let's get into it.
You know those days, right, when the afternoon slump just hits you like a truck. Your focus is totally gone, and that to-do list, yeah, it's not getting any shorter, so you grab another coffee. But what if? What if the problem isn't actually your energy level? What if it's the very space you're sitting in?
And that's really the core idea here. The layout of your office, where your chair is, even the stuff on your desk. It all has this subtle but honestly powerful influence on your mind. And hey, this isn't magic we're talking about. It's just the science of how we humans interact with our surroundings.
Okay, so when you hear the term feng shui, your mind might jump to something, well, mystical, right? But let's just strip all that away for a second. At its core, think of it as a 3,000-year-old system of environmental psychology. Yeah, really. It's basically ancient ergonomics, the art and science of setting up your space to boost your well-being and performance.
Okay, and this is where it gets really interesting. We're about to see how these super old principles line up almost perfectly with modern ideas in psychology and design. It's not just some theory, you know? It's like we're building a bridge between two very different worlds of knowledge.
I mean, just look at these parallels. It's pretty incredible. The ancient idea of back support, that's not just about having a wall behind you. It maps directly to what we now call psychological security. An open front, it's not just having empty space, it's about seeing your goals, seeing opportunity. And that weird feeling you get with a beam overhead? Well, today's science calls that visual pressure and a source of subconscious stress. It's a one-to-one match.
And you know, this isn't some niche fringe concept anymore. We're talking about major institutions, like the one you're seeing, that are now offering actual diplomas in environmental feng shui. They're not treating it like some ancient mystery, they're treating it like a legitimate field of environmental science.
The academic world is totally backing this up too. There was a study from the National Taipei University of Technology that found something really clear. When employees had their desks set up according to these auspicious principles, their job satisfaction actually went up. That's a real, measurable, positive impact.
So now that we've kind of seen the science behind it, let's get practical. How can you actually use this stuff? Well, it all starts with the single most important thing in your office, where you put your desk. This is what's called the command position, and honestly, it's just pure human psychology. Having a solid wall behind you, that's the call Sean or support, it just gives you this built-in sense of security. Being able to see the door means no surprises, which lowers your stress without you even realizing it. And that open space in front of you, the Mingtong, it's not just symbolic. It genuinely creates a feeling of opportunity and control.
All right, let's talk about one of the biggest no-nos in any office layout, and it's something a lot of us can't really avoid: sitting right under an exposed structural beam. This is like a classic feng shui warning. So what's the deal with that? Is it some mystical bad energy? No, not at all. Experts point out that it's about the very real visual pressure it creates. Your brain is under this constant, low-level stress from the idea, the suggestion of having a heavy object hanging right over your head.
So what do you do if you can't just move your desk? Well, the fix isn't mystical, it's optical. It's a trick of the eye. Just put a small lamp on your desk and aim it straight up. When you light up the beam, you're using light to create an illusion of more height. It psychologically cancels out that feeling of being crushed. It's a really simple but super elegant fix.
Okay, so we've got our desk in the right spot. Now let's zoom in a little closer to the command center itself, your desktop, because the very same principles of balance and flow apply here too.
This is a cool one. It's called the left dynamic, right static principle. The idea is you put your active, taller stuff on the left. That's the green dragon side. We're talking things you're always grabbing, like your phone or your computer. Then the right side, the white tiger, is for things that are more static and shorter, like pens or maybe finished files. For most right-handed folks, this just creates a supernatural workflow and it looks visually balanced too.
And of course, we got to talk about plants. I mean, what modern desk is complete without a plant? But as it turns out, not all greenery is created equal when you're trying to optimize your space.
So the key here is to probably avoid plants with sharp, pointy leaves, like a cactus. Just from a design perspective, they can give off a subtly aggressive or kind of harsh vibe. Instead, you want to go for plants with soft, rounded leaves. They just feel more welcoming. And hey, for a double win, pick one that's known for cleaning the air, which, by the way, brings us to a huge scientific benefit.
You see, none of this requires a massive renovation. We're just talking about small, intentional changes you can make right now to take control of your environment. But they can have a really big impact.
So take a look at this number, 46 to 56%. What do you think that represents? It's not, a boost in sales or a stock market gain. It's something way more personal than that.
That is the power of a simple houseplant. Seriously, according to Taiwan's Environmental Protection Administration, having the right plants in your office can slash the levels of formaldehyde, which is a super common indoor pollutant, by up to 56%. It's a perfect example of an ancient practice just bringing nature inside, having a direct, scientifically proven benefit for our health. It's amazing.
And that's really the main takeaway. A lot of us don't get to choose our cubicle or our office, but we always have control over our personal space. You can arrange your desk, you can add that lamp, you can bring in a plant. You have the power to make your immediate environment so much better.
So I'm going to leave you with this question. Go on, look at your desk right now. Based on everything we just talked about, what's the one simple change you could make, like today, to make your workspace start working for you instead of against you?